Guys, welcome to the channel of love. It is 11:33. It is Thursday and there's definitely a change in the wind. It's very windy today, this morning. Anyway, we're going to use the Druid Craft Tarot today. There's an aeroplane going above, going over. There was some real low aircraft yesterday that went over. Anyway. Look at this. How nice is that? It just slipped out like that. It just slipped out. Did something slip out? Well, there's a change in the wind today. This is the energy of this person's going to their... interesting, because I felt like it was the feminine. The colours here. This is the feminine. She's decided that she's going for the Two of Cups. Bear in mind that you have to take into account which energy you're residing in. Are you more in your masculine energy? Are you more in your feminine energy? This here is a spiritual connection. Okay, the Two of Cups. So this could be, well, very much the divine feminine energetically going to her divine masculine. And it's like she's pulling on this cord here, this ribbon, if you want to say that, and pulling her masculine in. Because I didn't feel the energy of the divine feminine, you know, going to the divine masculine and actually, you know, yanking him, grabbing him, getting a hold of him. This is energetically. Okay. Ace of Cups, beautiful energy. Unconditional love here. Now, there is this energy of battle, fighting. I picked up yesterday on like the gladiators, and I don't know what happened in my dream space last night, but there was a fight. I don't remember fighting, but I did get stabbed twice. And then I've got no evidence of it on my vessel this morning, but I wasn't bleeding. We don't bleed, it's just a vessel. But there was a big gash that I was slightly concerned, and I kept looking at it. This is in my dreams, guys, okay? And there was like this bronzy, this colour, bronzy, goldy fluid, liquid, that was kind of seeping out of the wound. But it was just the skin had separated. There was no blood. It was, and it was healing itself. So, and today I have quite bad backache. So I feel like I'm actually recovering today after a night of fighting. I was speaking to somebody this morning, and it was something that they said, and I was like, I remembered I had been stabbed. And I was like, oh my goodness, I got stabbed a couple of times in my dream. The night before, I had both my parents with me, like in bed with me, extra security, because there was also a foreign energy trying to come in. I had a protective dome. See this dome here? That's how I can describe it, is that this was over me, protecting me, but then my parents came. How did I know it was my parents? Because I could kind of see their hands, and they come to comfort me. Anyway. Right, okay, so that's about the fighting. But I'm protected. It's like it's just skin, it's just a vessel. I'm not hurt. But I feel like my ribs have taken a bit of a battering, my spine. So I feel like I've been fighting in my dreams. Or, I'm not even sure I've been fighting. Let's find out some more about this. Okay, we've got the death energy here. I do feel like this is the fear and negativity that's trying to penetrate your space. You know, this death energy, it doesn't feel good. It's very draining. It's all the negativity, all the poison that's being set out there from this quadrant here. Okay. The King of Cups. Okay, and the King of Wands. I already do know what this story is because I had already received the insight before I came on. I wasn't sure if I was actually going to be talking about it. I wasn't going to come on and start talking straight away about how I've been stabbed last night. Anyway, but I did receive the answer as to why I'm being stabbed or attacked. The vessel. And that's because they're trying to like shut me down. Okay, but they're not. They're trying to shut me up. And that's because I can change the projection, the course of someone's life after an interaction with me. Okay, so let's just say this toxic energy here had plans, let's say for this King of Cups, but this King of Cups has changed. He's changed his viewpoint, okay, due to being influenced by a light worker, which means it kind of fucks up their plans, doesn't it? It doesn't just affect this masculine's life, because here, this is the King of Cups. He wants love, and he wants passion and adventure. So it kind of puts a block, puts a death to this situation here. Okay. And so there's a lot of negative energy that's out there. I did feel, what day are we on? Thursday. So at the beginning of the week, I felt it was the masculines who were quite angry at the divine feminines for being triggered. Okay. So look at other options, should we say that? Anyway, so I felt the energy of here of like the energy was I'm going to get my divine masculine, and this was the energy of doing what needs to be done, facing the truth, facing the fear, facing the evil, not being afraid. But it's very much energetically. This is all going on energetically here. Okay. I've got these little orange cards. Let's have a look at these. I want to add something about you protecting yourself, Divine Feminine, but you're already protected. So is the Divine Masculine. You can call upon that protection, and at the moment you might just need to call upon some added protection. This, let me explain this dome, if you want to call it. So when my parents come through the other night, I was in bed, you know, going to sleep, resting, and I heard something in my room. And fear came over me, and I thought, I don't like this energy. So I just said, Divine, protection, please. And I seriously heard this, and they said to me, Lucy, you are protected. I said, I know I am, but I just would like to feel, you know, super safe. And then my parents came in. And it was like, guys, I'm kind of in bed here with like, I'm topless. And they was like, Lucy, they're your parents. And I could see my parents' hands. And it was just like, it was amazing to have both my parents there. And that was my added protection. Then I spoke about my cat Tia being like on guard downstairs. And then she hasn't been sleeping with me, but then last night she did. But she actually, when I woke up, she's on the pillow next to me, staring at me. Once I woke, she kind of come downstairs. So she's been watching over me all night. Okay. Right then. Let's have a look at these little orange cards. Let's see what the Eight of Cups is about. More of aircraft overhead. Totally protected. Your spaces. Doesn't mean that they won't try. But you can't be harmed. And you don't need to fight. Okay. It feels very much as if the energy will get tired of fighting, especially if you're not fighting back. Okay. Scared of being caught. We'll work out a bit more about that in a moment. I'm trapped. This energy is scared of being caught. The Divine Masculine is scared. The Divine Feminine's not afraid. Okay. And I'm trapped. The Masculine's trapped. And this is the Divine Feminine's energy really stepping in here to go and, I don't want to say protect, rescue. He's trapped. What do you do if he's trapped? Okay, I'll come and save you. I'll come and rescue you. It's 11:44. I don't actually feel as if just the intention behind there's a determination to release the Divine Masculine from toxic, karmic lessons, should we say that? I'm trapped, so he can't get out. So he needs assistance. He's scared of being caught. But you're not Divine Feminine. And this is really about doing it all for love. Not just doing it for your counterpart, but this is about doing it for humankind. Let's have a look at this Ace of Cups here. I'm a fool for you. Okay, so the Divine Feminine. She's a fool for the Divine Masculine. In a good way, she'll take the leap of faith. She'll do what needs to be done energetically, guys, this is. Then we have this Death energy. Introducing the host and hostess. Well, maybe not, because I feel that's what the Death is to this connection. The Death card here, I feel that she is with this masculine here. But he wants love and adventure. And it's... Well, she has like his skull in her hand. That's why he's scared of being caught. She's going to like chop his head off. So it feels like maybe the Divine Feminine's energy here has approached this energy. This could have been what cut me last night. Knowing that you can't be hurt, but you can deal with this energetically. You may have come face to face with death itself. I feel like the karmic energy introducing the host and the hostess. I don't remember the face that stabbed me. Okay. But I feel like I should remember it. Like I would know it. But this masculine, he's looking in the opposite direction, and this energy is pissed. Take your hands off of my man. Who's saying that? Let's have a look at this King of Cups energy. A velvet glove. Iron fist. This doesn't cause for an iron fist. This is a cause for the velvet glove. Who would have the velvet glove? The Divine Feminine. She's strong. It's just a piece of paper. That's to do with the marriage. It's just a piece of paper. It's not a true connection. This feminine's going mad. When I first picked up this energy, I felt as if, until I saw the colourings of the cloak, and I thought, okay, this is a feminine energy here. But I actually felt like, first of all, it was the masculine who had said, I'm out of here, I'm off to my true love connection. So I felt that that had been physically said. So I feel like this karmic energy, she wants the death of you so that she can continue to have this masculine through and through, but it's a toxic energy. So how this masculine's dealing with it, it's like it's just a piece of paper. I feel like the energy of the marriage doesn't really mean anything. He's off. But he's trapped. And that could be why he was feeling so much angst against the divine feminine, because after speaking your truth, it maybe has just caused so much shit. It's like a shitstorm. Feels like everything's just gone shit. Let's have a look at this King of Wands. The golden child. Yeah, you're worth more, aren't you? You don't even bleed blood. It's like golden syrup. That's what it was like. That's exactly what it was like, golden syrup. I was trying to show someone that I'd been cut and did I need like assistance, but every time I looked down there was no blood. I could see the gaping gash, but it was just oozing this golden syrup. It was like, that's not blood that's coming out. Unbreakable bond in reverse. Wow. I feel like this masculine struggling to break the bond. Need 007 status coming in here. Okay. And I feel like the divine feminine comes in energetically. And I do feel like she's going to be dealing with this energy. If the masculine won't, it's not even about fighting. If the masculine won't face this death energy, then the divine feminine will. It's because nothing's going to come between this bond. Nothing can come between this bond, no matter how much people want to fight and kick and scream and cuss and curse. That's what I feel like. There's curses that have been sent out. Ill wishes. People might not realise they're doing it, but this is when you wish illness upon a person. That energy will, if it's strong, it will try to penetrate your arena, divine feminine. You're in trouble. This character's in trouble. Hurt people hurt people. Healed people heal. I'm not saying heal people heal people. Not all of them. Sometimes it feels like it's an impossible task to be able to heal someone. But healed people heal. I'm going to get a message from heaven. I was meant to have got one of these yesterday, but I didn't. This energy here of the parents coming in as well, protecting the golden children. Okay, messages from heaven, communication cards, card number 44. Been hearing that number a lot. I've been saying that number a lot. acknowledging it, we will assist you in helping the important people in your life use love. Don't fight war with war, anger with anger, hate with hate. We don't fight, we just love. Use love. The power of love, a force from above, clearing my soul. Last card in the book, guys. Part of our path on earth is to help others along life's journey. Some would argue that this is our most important task. Helping others can be as simple as passing on a smile or holding out a balancing hand. How about one from each parent? Whenever you assist others, hold the intention of love in your heart. Your loved ones continue to send love and support to you in return. Two lots of posts today. Helping others can be as simple as passing on a smile or holding out a balancing hand. Whenever you assist others, hold the intention of love in your heart. Your loved ones continue to send love and support to you in return. Every step you take in assisting others, we applaud you and thank you. Gone to the Heal Yourself cards. When I woke yesterday morning, I was singing Mariah Carey. Always be my baby. Later on that day, I hadn't put any music on and it was like, I want to listen to music now. Let's see what the radio is playing. And that was the song that was playing. I shared this on the community tab. Anyway, I was just singing the lyrics of that song. About you want to be free, I'll be by your side. Let's read these cards, dreams. Card number 3. Pay attention to your dreams. They hold lots of significant insights for you at present. We're taming the tiger. Your dreams may provide you with important details about your current health issues or a current idea you need to action to make your desires manifest. Dreams can also give you clues about what is challenging you emotionally. Sometimes your loved ones who have passed over or people you have lost touch with connect to you while you sleep and offer valuable messages that can give you peace of mind or the strength to persist through a challenging situation. Take note of both the dark and the light aspects of your dreams. In particular, pay attention to any reoccurring dreams, as they often have significant meaning or wisdom that can help you. I said that a few nights ago. I felt like I was in the purge, in the middle of the purge, and I was trying to find safety. Okay, but the energy of that experience in that dream was, in the end, I just had to stop running and just face whatever was coming for me, because they can't hurt me, which obviously I realised through that dream this morning. So it's like this is about the soul, not the flesh. Okay. Let's have a look at this card. The Phoenix Rising. Card number 32. golden child, look. It's the part of the song where it's going, our love will never die. So the wrong tune. You'll always be a part of me. I love you indefinitely. Anyway. 32. Let's read this. Everything in your life is falling apart in order for you to rise from the ashes with renewed strength. This is not a time to create, but a time to sweep away everything that has not worked in your life. The reason so many things are breaking down and not going your way is because the old cycle of your life is completing. You may feel that you are walking through the fires of life right now in order to be cleansed and purified for your rebirth. There's that death energy. What comes after death? Rebirth. You may feel that you are walking through the fires of life right now. We've got the King of Wands, the King of Fire. In order to be cleansed and purified for your rebirth, soon you will not recognise yourself. You are reclaiming your spirit. If possible, try to isolate yourself from the chaos surrounding you. Now is the time for you to feel any pain that you have previously suppressed so that you can heal. The universe has plans and opportunities that are better than you can imagine. So let go and trust and anticipate what is coming. I'm going to give you some action steps. Write down what you are afraid to let go of. Number your fears from the worst thing that could happen to the smaller fears. Then write down what could be a possible gift of facing that fear. Place your hands on the part of your body where you feel the most fear and say to yourself or out loud, I am willing to let this fear go. Imagine being able to take this sensation of fear out of your body and into the palms of your hands. Envisage that the fear becomes a bird. Surrender the bird to a higher source and visualize it flying away. Repeat the word surrender several times. Phoenix rising, straight up my back. Okay. Shall we look at the sacred destiny today? I was just stretching my back out. Oh my goodness, they're jam-packed in. Okay. Okay, the clock says it's midday. It's 12 o'clock. It's noon. As the clock turns noon. Let's look at your sacred destiny. It's truly sacred and it's sanctioned by the divine. Simplicity. That's how life's going to be once all this fear, once we've faced all of our demons, our enemies, the devil. Fear. A simple life. All the archangels surrounding you. All the feathers. Notice them. Simplicity. White feather. Imagine a single white feather illuminated against a blue sky, wafting on warm air currents as it floats to the earth with simplicity and grace. Both Native Americans and Egyptians thought feathers were messages from the sky gods. Chiefs would wear feathers to symbolise their communion with the Creator. It was believed that when one wore feathers on one's head, messages from a human could travel to spirit. Likewise, messages and energy from the spiritual realms could travel back down to the human through the hollow shaft of a feather. Feathers were also wafted through the air to cleanse and purify a space. And I'm very aware that my pillows and my duvet is feather filled. So it's like I'm sleeping with the angels. I love it. Anyway, a bit rustly at times, but hey. The sacred landscape wants you to know. To find a sacred simplicity and have clarity in your life, do only what matters. Release everything else. Simplify your life. Scan all areas and clear both internal and external clutter. Rest and rejuvenate, and only participate in what is truly important to you. Relinquish everything else. Do not delay, do it now. When your life is cluttered with objects, relationships, time constraints, and emotions, there's no room for spirit. There is too much static and too much stuff to connect to your soul. The smallest amount of clutter clearing can make the biggest difference. Okay, I think we're going to go to Rumi and leave it there. Okay, here's the card and it's going here. Beyond death, life. Card number 1. Footprints lead to the shore of the sea. Beyond that point, no trace remains. Rumi. I am calling to you. Can you hear me? Listen. Within your heart, there I speak. My voice rings true. You are urged beyond what has been. The time has come. Lay it to rest now. Descending comes as grace to free you from all that you have known. For what you have known is now too small for your soul. Bear your uncertainty with equanimity. I am certain enough for both of us. Allow me to show you the light that you are, that burns within you, blazing angel of heavenly purity. I will unveil you to yourself, undressing your ego, casting aside its layers, as tender as a lover, with unwavering attention upon the sacred body of light. You shall know yourself in truth, as pure, beyond all experience, untainted, ever innocent, as a pure vessel, stripped bare, ready for the divine revelation, as light, as life, as love. The soul craves variety because it leads to wholeness, and wholeness leads to divine revelation. The purpose of the soul incarnating in this world in the first place is to realise its divinity through the sacred crucible of life. The older the soul, the closer it is to the realisation of divine oneness, and the more powerful its determination to shed that which would constrain complete and conscious immersion into the divine presence. So here you are, an old soul at the edge of something you have known, at the cusp of an ending and a beginning. Perhaps you are already in surrender, and falling in, or perhaps you are fearful and resisting as you greet your unknown destiny. Yet this moment is happening because your own divine soul has chosen for it to be this way, so that love may grow. There is no punishment in this ending, nor is there anything to fear. There may be pain, there may be grief and loss, there may be uncertainty and even insecurity, yet you have a heart big enough to bear such growing pains. Your heart is even big enough to receive the joy that is lying in wait for you as you stumble across her in the course of your clumsy, inspired travails into new life. You can scoop her up in your arms and spin her wildly about as she delights in your embrace, throwing her head back and laughing her vibrant, contagious laughter, filling you with exquisite ecstasy. Yes, you shall know the truth, the knowledge that the divine is with you, guiding every unfolding moment of your life journey. No matter how dark it may first appear, the divine is with you in unflinching generosity, with compassion, and with fierce passion for your blossoming into all that you are, all that you can be. So what must you do to receive this divine grace, this new life? You must be willing to face death. It may be that death has come to you in the form of loss of a beloved one, a physical loss that takes you into the darkest despair or depths of your grieving heart. It may be death that comes to you in the ending of a financial or professional situation you once relied upon. It could also be in the sense that you don't really know who you are anymore. Old identities having shown themselves to be inadequate, inaccurate, mere ego masks, too small for the great being that you are starting to suspect you may be. Your death may be a choice to let go, to take a step in a new direction, to move house, to end a relationship, to change career, or to step away from a religious or philosophical tradition or a group or teacher. Your death may not feel as though it has come by choice at all. It may be a sickness that leaves you feeling helpless, a relationship or other life circumstance changing when you wish with all your heart that it would not. Your transition through this death may be triggered by an inner feeling that you cannot quite pin down. Nonetheless, it powerfully propels you away from what has been and towards untapped possibilities, perhaps even towards great confusion as you encounter life in a new way, feeling even somewhat unprepared and uncertain as to what may lie ahead of you now. How you deal with this grace, hidden though it may at first appear to be under the cloak of crisis, is up to you. You have enough spiritual intelligence to shift perspective and to choose, if you wish, to rest your inner gaze upon what lies beyond the death. Gaze instead upon the new life that is calling you. When you know deep within that no matter what experiences you have had in your life, that you are untainted, you will be more easily able to trust in the love the divine has for you. You won't question your worthiness, and therefore you will trust in life more easily and more fully, no matter how much it asks of you at times. The divine is a relentless lover. It wants nothing less than your total being to be held in its embrace. Sometimes that means we will have to give up lesser loves for the greater lover, the divine one that calls us to remember our true nature. You are a beautiful blazing soul, having a human experience that defies explanation and opens you up to divinity. That is what is happening in your life now, whether the death is obvious and painful to you, or whether you are uncertain as to how it is as yet showing up in your life. Either way, there is an ending imminent and new life coming to you with greater opportunity for your radiant soul to shine its beauty in the world. Grasp it eagerly, beloved. Now is not the time for fear or hesitation. Focus on what is becoming, whilst honouring what is no longer to be. Okay, let's end with this sacred honouring ritual. Place your hands on your heart. Say the following aloud. Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, I call upon your loving grace. Please help me release what I no longer need, what is too small for my great light. Help me recognise the purity of my own being so that I can more easily trust in the divine love calling to me like an insistent lover in every moment. I breathe in your compassionate grace now. Thank you, my beloved. Keeping your hands resting on your heart at the centre of your chest, simply breathe in and out, gently and easily. Focus on the feeling of your hands on your chest and do this for as long as feels good for you. When you have finished, open your eyes. You have finished your honouring ritual. And I have finished this beautiful reading today. Okay. Guys, I will catch up with you soon. Until then, take care. Much love. Bye for now.